So my name is Alexander, and I'm from a company called Headworks, Peter. So, the ecosystem. Magento would be certainly the center of gravity of Magento ecosystem, which is logical. And I would also dare to assume that official Magento partners would be the closest one to the center, and there are like, last time I checked at least, 16 hosting partners, then over 300 solution partners, 75 technology ones, and 70 Magento associates, which is not quite a big number, but this is just the beginning. There are over 50,000 Twitter followers, like 70,000 plus Stack Exchange members. There are over 60,000 Magento forum users, and there's also a great website called Mage Hero. I have no idea who's behind it, but it's pretty cool. Then we have a good deal of events organized by community. Well, it's Meet-Magento and Developers Paradise organized by Meet-Magento Association. Pre-Imagine, the Unconference, Mage Titans, these are the main ones in my opinion. We even have our own shows. And yeah, the fact that Mage Talk is in the center is a pure coincidence, so don't be flattered, guys. So, and this is just a fraction of the power of the best e-commerce community in the world. So, what place do extension developers take in it? Well, there are over 2,000 companies and individuals developing extensions for Magento, both free and paid ones. And currently, at Magento Connect, there are over 9,000 extensions, which is pretty impressive. And yeah, I just couldn't resist. And yeah, that's probably what a merchant feels coming to Magento Connect looking for an extension. And well, not all of them are 100% original. Like, I did some quick checks, like Ajax Cut Pro, product questions, call for price. These are just random ones, the first ones that came to my mind. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, diversity is good, and as long as everyone brings something new to the table, something innovative, it's great. But sadly, most of the times it looks like this. And the reason for that is, in my opinion, if you don't have the real urge to create a product, and if you don't have a strategic view for its further development, like most of the time, it'll end up looking like more like a comical sketch rather than a serious product. And well, that's not all. Some extensions out there are nothing more than just blunt copies. And let me give you some examples. Like, it really amazes me how far the boldness of some people could go. Yeah. So these guys got really creative. They actually switched the positions of blocks. Yeah. And yeah, well, this is pretty straightforward. Thou shalt not steal. And well, these are the main problems, but there are also some minor ones, like poor product quality, non-existent technical support, or straightforwardly malicious code within the extensions. And without a doubt, this hurts every one of us, every member of the Magento community and its ecosystem. So it hurts merchants, it hurts system integrators, extension developers, obviously, and it also hurts Magento as a platform. So what can be done here? Well, first of all, Magento takes a huge step forward with the new Magento Connect, and it's pretty awesome. Like, the work that they've put to it, and the range of problems that they address, and it's amazing. And it's, in my opinion, and I hope so, it's going to fix most of these problems. But on the other hand, I do believe that community can also play its part in this process. So let's imagine for a second that there was a non-profit, inclusive, transparent, like association of Magento extension developers, which would be totally independent and open for everyone to join. And if there was one, what could it possibly do? That's an open question. Anyone? Any idea? Within the network, within the association? Might as well. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah, this is a good one. Anything else? Okay. So this is a hypothetical list of what could be done, like promote best coding and technical support practices, adhere to the principles of fair competition, work with other developers, and innovate in terms of functionality. So let's take a closer look at each of the points. Well, promoting best coding and technical support practices sounds pretty vague. So first of all, extension developers could lead by example by employing the best practices that are out there and by releasing great products. Then I think it's necessary to walk the extra mile for every customer, and in my opinion, it does pay off. It's for the better of the company. Then again, I strongly believe that keeping it open source, well, as much as possible, also works for the best of the whole ecosystem and Magento as a platform. Now, fair competition. We should be open and transparent in our actions. We should concentrate on our products instead of trying to, well, harm other people's businesses. And basically, don't spit in the well everyone takes water from. Just be cooperative. As for working with other developers, we can go ahead and try to implement compatibility with products developed by others. And this would help merchants a lot. Like, they would have much less problems. And it's not that difficult. We've been doing it with SweetTooth and webshop apps and AppSmarts for quite a while. Then cross-product integrations, which is not something we've done yet, but the concept does seem really cool. And there's a great new area of functionality that could be available to merchants. And perhaps creating common development guidelines for extension developers. Now, innovation. First of all, we need to continuously research the market and, well, talk to merchants, basically, listen to their needs. This is the basic one. Now, go where no man has gone before. Try to work on new products and creating new niches within the ecosystem. This is really crucial, and this is something that many other companies have done, and most of them are pretty successful as of now. Now, take a different approach to solving existing problems. And MageMail would be a great example in this regard. Like, email marketing is probably, well, triggered emails is probably the most exploited topic in e-commerce, though MageMail managed to find its niche by offering a very simple, easy-to-use solution, which is great. And I don't think there are any direct analogs on the market. And after the presentation, I know everything about MageMail. I don't think so. I don't think that he's credible. So all these is supposed to make merchants' life just a little bit easier instead of making it harder. And it does pay off, because by increasing the value of Magento as a platform, we help our individual businesses grow. And also, these are exciting times when the Magento 2 release is really like around the corner. And it's a great chance for us to take a look at our experience and previous practices and apply them to the renewed platform. And in words of Hiroshi Mikitani, in nature, ecosystems are fragile, and everything connected to the ecosystem must work together for it to thrive, which I agree 100% with. So what about this cessation? Like, could it be done at all? Anyone? Yeah, you know the answer. All right, so yeah, a few companies got together a little while ago, and yeah, they did decide that it's possible and created one. So here it is, Magento Extension Developers Network. You can go to the website. Yeah, there is a website. It's on, and yeah, it's official when there is a website.
But doesn't have a Twitter account.
Not yet.
Not that
You can moderate one. So yeah, this is pretty much it. And as long as you follow the principles that were stated before, you are more than welcome to join. As I said, it's absolutely inclusive, open, and transparent association. So join the cool kids. Yeah, that would be it. And if you have any questions, I'd be more than glad to answer them. Thank you.